Hi friends. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michaela. On this channel we talk about cross stitch. We're going to talk about some crochet today. And then maybe a book or two. We'll see if I have time for that. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I just want to do a quick thank you to everybody who left a comment and subscribed. I loved reading all of your comments. You guys gave me some really good insight on some of the projects that I have, as well as you were just extremely sweet, and I am so thankful for that. I have a list of everything I need to talk about because it's been about a month. So let's run into a little life update. Honestly, there's not been a whole lot going on as far as anything crazy. I did get a new tattoo, and I've got some stories to tell about that, because you're gonna hear me say I got a new tattoo every single month until August. By looking at me, you cannot tell that I have 16 tattoos. You can't. There's a few here, but most of them are on my leg. So there is a tattoo shop that I go to here in Memphis that is called Inked Memphis, and they have this thing called a get what you get tattoo. I'm gonna adjust you guys slightly. Basically it's where you put like 50 cents in a vending machine. You guys probably remember like the candy vending machines. It's like that. And whatever you get out is the tattoo that you get. So I have 3 of those tattoos. One of them is on my leg, so I mean, I'm not going to show you that. It's just an eagle, very plain. But the other 2, this is the first one. You can't really tell. It's just little bottles, or little ghost in a bottle. It says do not open. This is also a Memphis tattoo. It's a Bass Pro Shop pyramid. That was not from that same shop, but I saw it and I thought it was hilarious. So I was like, you know what? Why not? But this is the other one. Stand up a little bit. It's just a portrait of a skull with like some filigree around the frame. But anyway, so those 2 tattoos, the bottle with the ghost and the portrait of the skeleton, were the get what you get tattoos. And when you get those, they put your name in a drawing. I think they draw it like every 6 months or every quarter or something, where if you win the drawing, you win a year's worth of free tattoos. And by a year's worth, it's like you get the hourly rate off of a tattoo, or let's say your tattoo takes like an hour or less, you get that tattoo for free. So I will, so I can put pictures in. I'll put a picture over here of the very first one that I got. It is just a cute little cat. All of the tattoos on my leg are in the American traditional style. So they all look like they don't go together. Like as far as they don't have the same theme, like that kind of thing. They're all the same style. So that's how it goes together. My dad asks me that all the time. He's like, well, none of the tattoos match. Like they don't go together. I was like, they're all the same style, Dad. Like, they're gonna go together in the end. So, I'll just throw up a picture of the cat. And then in September, I was supposed to get one in September, but I went on a float trip with my boyfriend and like his classmates. He is in optometry school in Memphis. So, they do like a little annual float trip every year. And me, of course, being accident prone as I am, I had got injured on this float trip. We're like 30 minutes into the trip, and I guess this like portion of the river was just cursed, because we go by, I get separated from the rest of the group, so I pull off and try to like just sit and wait for everyone. And as I do, I'm stepping up onto this concrete dock, and I'm wearing sandals, so my foot just kind of slips off because it's real slippery, and I hit the end of my toe. And I was like, oh, I just grazed the end of my toe, whatever. Like, it didn't really hurt, nothing crazy happened. Turns out, after I took my foot out of the water, I had completely ripped my toenail. So my big toe on my left foot, the toenail was like this. So it was like an open car hood. Oh my God. I was fine. And then I saw it and I was like, oh no. Few tears were shed. And in that spot in the river, we had like, someone got like sucked under a wooden dock and almost drowned. We lost 3 shoes, a tube, a hat, and a toenail. So yeah, we're 30 minutes into this float trip. We still have 3.5 hours on this river to go. So I'm having to just, you know, hang out and let it fester, basically, of just having an exposed nail bed and a bleeding toe for 3.5 hours. So I leave out, you know, once it's done, and Nash and I, which is my boyfriend's name, we go to like the store or like a Dollar General or something, because it's a super small town, to just grab some like first aid to see if I can trim it or wrap it back up or whatever. So we get back, I clean it, try to trim it. Not happening. Could not for the life of me. So I'm over here Googling like urgent care. This is Saturday at like 5 p.m. No urgent care's open. The closest hospital is like 45 minutes away. So I'm like, so we drive 45 minutes to this hospital, and I have the toenail stitched back on. So basically I just had 2 stitches in my toe holding the toenail on. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it hurt for like a week, but other than that, it's fine. The toenail's dead. I'm just kind of waiting on it to fall off. But how this ties into the tattoo situation. I was on antibiotics, and if you get religious tattoos like I do, it's not recommended to get a tattoo while you're on antibiotics. It's something to do with like potentially rejecting the ink, attacking the ink kind of situation. So I just pushed off the one for September to the one for this month. And the one I got for this month, I will throw a picture up here. Excuse me. I love it. It is so cute. Everybody I show it to, they laugh. But to me, it kind of fits my personality and that kind of thing. So yeah, my next tattoo, I don't want to do it, but I need to get my kneecap tattooed just to fill it in, because the plan with this year's worth of free tattoos is that I'm going to get, like, basically cover the entirety of my left leg and then just get some fill in the end so that I have a full leg sleeve. Not looking forward to the kneecap tattoo, I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm sure I'll end up getting it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it the entire time the tattoo's happening. So yeah, anyway, let's actually get to the things that y'all are here to see. So I have 2 finishes, and I'll show you the one that's not fully finished first. And I don't think I'm gonna fully finish this out. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. But you guys saw this in my last video of my whip parade, and the only thing that I had left to do on this was some back stitching and some French knots. And here we are. I finished all the back stitching. I did the quote at the top and all the French knots. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on the Ada. I don't really have any desire to frame this out or anything. So I have a pile in one of my closets that has like all of my finished projects that I have no desire to finish out, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And the next finish was also in my, pretty much everything that I have finished was in my last video. Let me just put that out there. The only thing I had left on that, if I remember correctly, was a lot of back stitching, French knots, and things like that. So this is the Happy Halloween from Michaels, and I love this now that I'm looking at it and it's fully finished. I just did like a hoop framing type situation, and it's been displayed on one of my bookshelves, and I'm just gonna basically just put it up after Halloween's over and bring it back out next year. Use it as some decoration. So let's see, let me look at my list. So I'm gonna talk about a UFO, and I got this insight from one of my last videos. A person left a comment about how this castle on a hill that my coworker Andrew bought off of Amazon is technically like a stolen artwork. And I mean, I kind of figured, I had suspicions, but I was like, maybe not. And she also told me that based on how it is printed and how it is stitched, there's not going to be a lot of detail in the end. And so it's something that I had to like think about, and I talked to Andrew about it. I was like, I don't really want to waste all of my time stitching this and it to look like garbage when I'm done. Because basically all I had was this, and I hadn't worked on it since then, because I had no desire to, because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna finish this anyway. So I talked to him, and I ended up kitting up a different Lord of the Rings project, which I like much better, and I will show you guys when we get to the, it'll be later in the video. I kitted up a lot of projects, so yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna UFO this one, and I don't want to work with stolen artwork, and I don't want to waste all of my time with it being, you know, bad quality kind of thing. So goodbye to this one. It'll free up a bag for more things that I have. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk to you guys about my whips. Now, I only have, for the month, 3 whips, just because I had the Caterpillar cross stitch Christmas Wonderland stitch along that I was working on, so I spent a majority of my time working on that. So I didn't work on as many projects as I normally do. Let's see, is this one still in the hoop? It is. Okay, let me take this out of the hoop first. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna pop a picture up of what the current Christmas Wonderland stitch along from Caterpillar cross stitch looks like. They just released part 3 like maybe a week or 2 ago, and I'm almost done. Like, I have one tree, some fill-in, and then like Santa Claus and the reindeer. So the last time you guys saw this, I had the tiniest portion of the tree done. So let's see, I have done lots of work on this. Let's fold it up so you guys can see it a little better. This is on 32 count gray even weave from Zweigart, and I'm doing 2/2 on this. And this is what it looks like now. So last time you guys saw it, I just had like barely the little bit of the tree done, but I feel like I'm stitching a psychedelic Christmas village basically. There's lots of colors. I love it. So the end of part 3 is up here. It's just Santa Claus and like 2 reindeer. So I'm almost done with this as well. We'll probably finish it this weekend. But let's see. I'm somehow off on my counting. You obviously can't tell, but like a lot of things are not lining up. It's like I'm off by like a stitch or something. I'm not really that worried about it because I still have enough room and it still looks good. So bring it a little closer. We've got all kinds of houses, a clock tower church, a wreath stand. This looks like a hot cocoa stand. Just all kinds of stuff. It's very cute. So all of the rest of the parts, so there's 3 more parts, they come out in November. Like, I'm pretty sure one of them comes out like November 1st or something of that nature. And if you guys are interested in stitching this, I will leave the link for this down below. Okay, the next whip was another Christmas whip, and I'll have to find a picture. I'm really bad at taking pictures before I start stitching. I remember like halfway through I'm like, oh, didn't take a picture of that. So I'm really bad at taking pictures of things to show progress, but I'll just pull a picture from the last video and I'll throw it up on what it looked like when you saw it last. This one is, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas by Shannon Christine Designs. So this is stitched on, I think it's 28. Yeah, 28 count raw linen from Zweigart, and it's printed with like mini dots. So this is some of the progress that I got. I think the last time you saw it, we had like barely just this here maybe, but I did some of the border because I wanted to see how much fabric I would have left, and then I just went down and did the wheel, and I'm working my way across and then probably down, and then I'll go back up, because normally, typically now, I am a top left corner start, just so I can go down and across, because I hate stitching upwards. It's just too much for me. So this one I started in the middle because I was, you know, brand new on linen, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So anyway, let me show you the floss ring for this. It's a lot of Christmas colors, and it's all tangled, typical for me. All right, so here are the colors for this. This is lots of reds and green. These floss drops are from Hero and Stitch. It's an Australian company. They have a little slot where you can cut the DMC label in half and throw it on, and then you put the entire skein in the bigger hole, and then little remnants like this. Little remnants in the smaller hole. And if you guys are interested in these, I will link it down below. They are very affordable. They're also very generous. I ordered an extra, so I ordered 100 to begin with in this gray color. And then I was like, okay, I need some more, because I was gonna try to throw all, I was gonna do like an entire collection of DMC on these, just kind of let them hang. So I ordered some more, like 300, no, maybe 200. I don't remember. I think I ordered like 250 more, because I was just gonna see what I had and figure it out. But they gave me a little letter when I ordered it, and they were like, hey, we didn't have the same color filament, because these are 3D printed, so they didn't have the same color filament whenever they did my second batch of 250, so they just sent me an extra 100 free of charge. And oh my god, I love that. So they're wonderful. I love them. You guys should check them out. They have all kinds of colors, and they have all different styles, so yeah, I will link them down below. Yet another I didn't take a picture of before I started stitching on it again, so I'll just pull it off of my last video. This one, I'll show you the picture first, and I'll try to take it out of the plastic to avoid some glare. So this one is the Mill Hill Mighty Oak Quartet, and this is the Fall Oak. I'm gonna end up most likely trying to stitch these all in the season that we're in, so as long as I have this one finished before December 21st, I'm pretty sure is the first day of winter. So as long as we have this finished before then, we're all good. But I did make a ton of progress on this. So this is stitched on 14 count tan Ada from Witchelt. This is stitched 2/2 or 2/1, my bad. This is where I'm at currently. I'm pretty sure the last time you guys saw this, I had a portion of the tree and the top part of the leaves up here. So I did the entire bottom and the grass. We have the dog, the witch, and some pumpkins, and all this. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm just going 20 by 20 squares. So these 2 squares and stitching it all in. And I did add some of the beads on the side just to see how it would look and if I could bead, because that was my very first time doing beads. Bring it a little closer and fold it. So that's not working. There we go. So yeah, basically all these empty spots down here at the bottom is just beads. So could easily finish this very quickly. So I'm pretty sure I did a majority of this here in a day or 2. I've been watching Outlander, so I just started watching it. I mean, I've been watching it for a majority of the month, and I'm on season 5. So if you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's so good. I would potentially check to see if it's triggering for you before you watch it. There are some things that could be triggering to people. But the story itself is very good. So I would check it out. So that's all the whips. Let's see. I have one new start, and I watch a lot of Flosstube. Like sometimes I just get in a weird like kick where I don't want to watch TV, so I'll just watch Flosstube. So I see everybody stitching things from Modern Folk Embroidery, and I love all of the designs that Jacob puts out. Love all of them. Some of them are massive, so I wanted to try a smaller one first before I committed to a big one, or maybe like he does the yearly sale. So I wanted to see how I liked his designs and how easy they were to stitch before I started a big giant project, a big commitment. So the new start that I have, I'll pop a picture up here. It is called Quaker of Hearts by Modern Folk Embroidery, and let's see. I am stitching this on 36 count lavender fields from Forbidden Fiber Company. And this is where I got to. I wanted to do a little monochromatic moment, and the color that I'm using for this is DMC 3837. It's just this kind of like medium, wow, shadows, deep purple type thing. But yeah, I ordered a lot of Forbidden Fiber Company fabric that you'll see later on in the haul portion of this video. This was one of those. Purple is my favorite color, so I wanted a little monochromatic piece, but yep. There is supposed to be a date, I think it's like 17 something in here. I am going to change that to be the year that I finish it, so we'll see. But yeah, I do enjoy the stitches and how simple it is, so I may commit to a bigger Modern Folk Embroidery project in the future. Okay. All right, after my new starts, we're gonna talk about WhipGo. Oh, my bad, I hit you guys. So if you're not familiar with WhipGo, it's basically like a bingo board, and there is an official WhipGo Instagram that I'll link down below, and they show you the WhipGo pools, or they make a monthly post, and it's usually 2, sometimes it's 3, and they just make an Instagram post about it, and you pretty much just work on those 2 projects for the month of whatever it is, or those are your focus pieces basically. You don't have to work on just those, but I'm gonna use it as like a focus piece type thing. So I made one, and I don't have 25 current projects, even with cross stitch and crochet. So I ended up putting, I think, 5 wells on here, or 5 boxes on here as new starts. So if we ended up drawing those numbers, then I could use it as a new start. But basically my picks for November are going to be my winter cabin that you guys saw in the last video. It's a Dimensions kit. And then it is an Irish Fields Gansey crochet blanket, as well as the Christmas Wonderland Sal from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I also am going to do the Lola Crow Creepy Christmas Village ornaments as well. So I'm going to be doing those 2 sales, my winter cabin, and the Irish Fields crochet blanket. And basically how I'm going to do that is there's a random name wheel thing. I'm just going to throw those 4 into that, and then I'll just spin the wheel, and that's what I work on for the day, for the next day. And I'm going to do that until I like run out of options and then restart. It's just things like that. So that's WhipGo. Eventually maybe I'll have 25 projects, we'll see. I hope not, because having that amount of projects would stress me out. So yeah. Let's see. So since crochet project is going to be on the Whip Go for next month, I'm going to show you guys all of my current crochet whips. And let's start with this one. So I believe that everyone is required, if you're a crafter and if you crochet, you're required to have an absolute just atrocious granny square blanket. And by atrocious, I mean like the loudest possible colors that you could find. So I have some yellows and oranges, and then purples, blues, and a black. So I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do this is these are in like 10 square long stripes. So I think I'm going to end up doing, I want to say I decided either five or six of the stripes in this colorway, and then attach them together and do like a half double crochet border just in black. So I have currently 3 of that same colorway, those rows done, and then I'll show you the other colorway that I'm going to do on this. Let's see, one of each here. So it's basically just the inverse, whereas the yellow was the middle, I just swapped it. And then same with the other one, where the dark was the middle, we just switched it with this, and we left the middle color the same. So if you compare them to the others, let's see if I can hold this up. These are those. I'm going to try to make the stripes to where it alternates, like, so it would be this color orange, and then it would be the opposite colorway of this one, and then it flipped inverse, like, where did it go? Like this. So where there's not double orange all on top of each other. So it kind of looks like a checkerboard in the end is how I'm gonna do it. And the way that I learned how to do granny squares, there was a YouTube video that I watched, and I will find it and link it down below so you guys, it's super simple, very easy to follow. And I've just been following that. And to attach these, I just do you can't really tell, not really. There's like a ridge right here, and it's just a single crochet into the outer loops of the border between the squares. So that's how that is gonna go. Let's see if I can fold this back up. I need to snip some ends and weave some in, but I was just gonna leave that until I attached them all together, because currently I'm just making the other colorway granny squares. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the Whip Go pull for this month. It's a kit club from Annie's, and I'll link all these. I'm gonna show you after this down below. So this is, it's really hard to see. This is basically what it's gonna look like at the end. It's just all these same 5 colors, and the colors are these here. So it's white, tan, like a mixture of green, and then like a blue. And these are in a kit, so they'll send you, if you do become a part of this, they'll send you one of these per month. And then you just stitch the block per month, and then it'll send you instructions on how to attach. Currently for this one though, they're having supply chain issues with the yarn that they use. It is the premium yarn brand, and it is the one that's manufactured in Turkey, and I want to say there was like an earthquake in Turkey a while ago, so maybe that's the issue. I'm really unsure. I sent them an email maybe last week asking, because I was like, I haven't received a kit, excuse me, for this since I want to say July, and I'm supposed to receive one per month, and they were like, well, we'll ship it out soon, supply chain issues and things like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't remember which one was the first one. I think it was this one. So this is how the blocks look, and these have been blocked. You end up doing 5 different types of stitches per block. So you have like this one, this is a little different. This is like a faux cable knit. So it kind of teaches you how to do like crochet stitches that end up looking like knitting. We have this one, which I think is a seed stitch, and then this one is like little rows. And then you end up doing, I think it's a half double crochet border around it. There's going to be 9 blocks in total, 2 stripes on each end, and then there's a big border. So that is one of the first ones. I've only done 2, and I think I have 4 or 5 kits, maybe. I'm slightly behind, but you know, go figure. This is the second one. It's the same kind of vibe where you do 5 different types of stitching. This one I really love, the waffle knit. I think I want to do like an entire blanket in this waffle. Love that. So yeah, that's all I have for that one. But this, again, this is on the WebGo pool, so maybe I will have more blocks to show you at the end of next month. Oh no, my yarn's coming out. Let's see if I can package all this up. I wonder if I can find my water bottle without going out of frame and stopping the video and having to edit, because I despise editing, I'm gonna be honest. Let's see. All right, I have 2 more crochet projects to show you. This one I have not worked on since March, I think, or April. And this is just the Gansey Afghan, and I will link it down below as well. I just got it from Annie's catalog, and I can't remember the name, like the color of the yarn that I'm using. I know it's like the lion heart, I think it's like Heartland, unsure, I don't remember. But I bought this yarn for a different kind of project, and it turns out that at that time my skill level was not up to par to do that. I started crocheting last year, but I was taught by my grandma when I was a kid, but basically just the basic like chain stitches, single crochet, that kind of thing. So I did get a lot of these with the video instructions on how to do them. Let's see, this is the bottom. So this is just going to end up being, it says to repeat the pattern until you're satisfied with how big it is. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, there you go. You've got like a bean stitch, and then you've got like a half double crochet separator. It's like some cable knit. Pretty sure this is that seed stitch again, and you've got like your little bobble stitches, the ribs, the beans, and it just repeats. So I'm basically learning the same kind of stuff in the Irish fields as I am in this one. So it's kind of the same vein of stitches. You're obviously getting more stitches out of that one because there's 5 in every block, but some of these were the same, so it was pretty easy to pick up on the Irish fields because I did start this one first before the Irish fields. So maybe we'll get to this eventually. I don't know. We'll see. It's a finish one day type thing. Okay, and then we have one last crochet project, and this is the very first one I started. I think maybe I started the granny squares first. I can't remember. I think it was the granny squares that I started first, but this one was very soon after. So I do have all of the kits for this. Was the same as the Irish Fields. It's a kit from Annie's. I do have all of the kits for this. They just sent me my last one last week. That is for the complete finish out. So this is the main blanket so far. And I am in love with this color, like this colorway. Let me fold it in half and kind of show you a little slower. Yeah, so you've got lots of treble stitches and lots of texture. You've got like backward single crochet. We stitch these blocks like by themselves and then attach them in. So what I'm currently working on this blanket, again, I haven't touched it quite a bit, is the outer portion of this blanket is just, we're doing like blocks, and then I think it's like some border, like a couple things border, and then some tassels on the end. So far I have made 3 out of the, I'm sure how many, like 6 or 7 different blocks for this. This is the first one, and these are in each corner. So we have 4 of those. And then, let's see. These are the next 2, and there's only 3 of these, so this is the first one. I still need to trim the ends and such, but yeah. Let me see if I find one that's slightly better looking. Here you go. So they all have different centers, but this part here is exactly the same on all of them, just in a different color. And then this is the last block that I've done. So each kit, like this was a kit, and then these 2 were a kit. So I have, I think, 2 or 3 more kits of blocks to make, and they all have the same thing here, like I said earlier, but it's in a different colorway, so it matches all the colors that are in the actual blanket. So that is all of the crochet projects. I have a lot, but crochet, it works up extremely fast, and it's really easy for me to do. I don't know, like for some reason, crochet is easier to me than cross stitch, which cross stitch is just up one and then down the other kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. So next we're gonna talk haul. Let's see if I can pull it all over here. So, Adam Park Cross Stitch had their floss bobbins. One colorway was like being discontinued, so I ended up buying, I think 100 of them just to try them out and see if I liked them. And I don't know how I feel about them, I'm gonna be honest. So this might be something that I just saved to do for like a giveaway later. But I got the copper ink, so they're like a tortoise shell type. Just a floss bobbin. Let me see if I have one. Alright, so this is how it looks. You stick your ring through here, your little remnants on this side, and then the full skein on this side. So I don't know, I'm still kind of indifferent about them. We'll see. I'm gonna use some of them for the Creepy Christmas Village stitch along from LOTR. So we'll see how I feel about them. But anyway, yeah, that's first part of the haul. Next up from 123 Stitch, I got a, what do they call these? Like a bead buddy or something. It's basically just a CD case that has sticky stuff on the inside, and you put your beads in here and you just pick them up with your needle. I have 2 cats. They are not going to be in this video because they were being menaces to society just a second ago before I started filming, and I was like, I'm not going to deal with this for an entire video. So anyway, that's good if you have cats. Next up, I got some stuff from Top Knot Stitcher, which I have in my kitted projects, so maybe you'll see it then. Let me find what I'm looking for, if I can. Oh, here it is. I got a needle minder that says, I'm sorry, I was thinking about cats again, from Top Knot Stitcher. I only had like 2 or 3 needle minders, so I got some of those, and then I got this bag that I just used for like all of my little remnants, so my pens, and I've got like some pencils in here, highlighters, needles, all of the things in here. And then next up is my fabric that I got from Forbidden Fiber Company. I'm just gonna try to leave these in the bag, so hopefully there's not too much glare. The first one I got is a 32 count Belfast in Forget Me Not. It's this beautiful purple blue type thing, and it's just an 1/8 of a yard. And then the next one I got was 32 count Belfast in avocado. It's this pretty green color. I feel like this would be really good neutral. And then the next one was a 36 count Edinburgh in winter sparrow, and you can't really tell from the front, but there's like slight blue and red mixed into this. All right, the next one I got was a 28 count Lugana in golden hour, and this is like, if you take it out and look at it all the same, it's like an orange creamsicle is basically what it looks like. There's oranges, there's slight tans, pinks, very cute. And the last one that I got was a 28 count Lugana in Spellbound. And I honestly cannot tell a whole lot of modeling from this. I think it's just like the palest pink. I thought it was a good neutral. And that's a lot of fabric I got. Because I had like no fabric stash, like at all. Let me see. I'm gonna try to take a thumbnail real quick. Ugh, gross. Anyway, let's see if I can try this. Cute, okay. So that's the fabric haul. That's pretty much all the haul. And then I'm gonna show you guys my projects that I kitted up, because I kitted up an obscene amount of projects. I need to be stopped, basically. All right, first one, I'm just gonna show you this bag of floss. I got this from 123 Stitch. These are all the floss colors for the Lola Crow Creepy Christmas Village stitch along. I have yet to receive my fabric. I think there's been some personal issues happening with Fox and Rabbit. Pretty sure one of the owners, she had like a knee replacement or something like that. But yeah, I'm still waiting on the fabric, which is the called for. I think it's 36 count Elephant Run by Fox and Rabbit. So we'll see. If it gets here, it's supposed to be here Monday. If it gets here, then I will start this on time. If it doesn't, then I might be a little late. I think the stitching on this starts November 3rd, so I will leave it linked below if you're interested. All right, so next project that I kitted is the Lord of the Rings replacement, and it is the Lord of the Rings bookshelf from Taylor and Cromwell on Etsy. So it has the sword, the Eye of Sauron, a little hobbit house, and then all 4 books, and no admittance unless on party business. So there is a lot of floss in this. There's some of the, I guess this is called Etoile. I don't know, it's the sparkly one. It's like these two. But yeah. And I got some, I believe this says 14. Yeah, I got some 14 count just white Aida to do this on, because this does have like quarter stitches, and I am not that proficient with quarter stitches. So I was just gonna try it on Aida to see how well it would go first. This is my second kitted project. Like, somebody needs to stop me from doing all this. Alright, next project that I kitted up, I had 3 or 4 of these patterns just kind of in my stash, and I haven't stitched them up yet. This one is Garden Shed by Erin Elizabeth Designs. It is very cute, would be a really cute spring piece to hang up. And this one I'm going to stitch on Charcoal Gray 20 count Aida by Witchelt. I got this from the Top Knot Stitcher. Oh, there's a glare. Let's take it out. And it's a 10 by 17 cut, and I think I calculated it. And to stitch this on 20 count and have a 2-inch border, I needed 9 by 9. So we have just enough. But yeah, this is just charcoal gray. I like it. And this is the floss for that. It's a lot of springtime colors. Honestly, I got all this floss for this from Michael's. Sorry for the crinkles. Okay. The next one that I have decided to, or I kitted up. I need your guys' opinion on this one because I'm not sure if I am feeling the fabric choice for this. This one is called Strawberry Cafe by Erin Elizabeth Designs. In my last video, I showed you guys, excuse me, one that was called Lemon Kitchen, also by Erin Elizabeth Designs, and it's like this, but it's like yellows. I love this. So the fabric that I had in my stash that I was going to use is a 32 count linen by Fabrics by Stephanie that I also got from Top Knot Stitcher in the color Slate, and I feel like it would go fine except with the dark colored, because I'm pretty sure it's 310, because we've got like some dark color, like this is dark and here and here, so I may try to find like just a piece of gray linen to stitch this on. I don't know, let me know what you think. This has like some slight modeling in it, so if you guys think it'll work, let me know. If you guys think I should stitch it on something lighter, also let me know. I'll show you guys the floss. This is lots of pinks and reds. I don't know how to do this. Let's hold it like this. There we go. Pinks and reds, some greens, and some yellows. Alright. After this one, we have two more. Alright, so the next one is also by Erin Elizabeth Designs. It's called Nuts for Christmas, and it's some nutcrackers. The fabric that I picked for this one is 28 count Lugana, and it's the Irish linen. It's just a tea dyed from DMC. I got this from Michael's, and this is a really big cut, so I'm just going to cut a piece that I need before I start this. A really good neutral. And then this is the floss. Let's see if I can get it all together. Lots of Christmas colors. Alright. That's not going to fit in there. Okay. Now, this next one is, it's a massive start. I'm trying to decide if I want to start it in January of next year or not. This one is The Bountiful Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, but charted by Evan Eric Designs. And I am in love with this. So I saw this on the website, and I was like, oh, let me just kit everything up. So I kitted everything up from 123 Stitch probably back in like August or October maybe. It's October right now. What am I talking about? I don't know when it was. It was several months ago. So I didn't buy all of this stuff this month. I just bought the fabric this month because I was like, I need some easy grid because I can't. So this is 25 count easy grid Lugana. And it's very hard to find a cut of this big enough for a project like this. I had to get like a custom, this is massive. This is like a half yard or a fat half. Anyway, I got this from, where did I get this from? Stony Creek Collective. Because I want to say 123 Stitch didn't have a size big enough, or I couldn't pick a custom size type thing. So that's the fabric. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's like 90 colors in this. And I just have like all of the floss on floss rings separated by number. There's so much. Yikes. See, I am horrible at this. Alright. This is this is how much we got. I have been in the middle of prepping this project for a long time, so I still have some that are just still in the skeins that I haven't put anywhere. And then I thought I was going to use floss bobbins for this, but I was like, absolutely not. And I decided to use the floss drops from Hero and Stitch. So I've been slowly but surely trading all of them out for the floss bobbins. So I don't know, I want to start this because it's going to take me 1,000 years to finish, literally. So let me know what you guys think. Like, should I start this in January, just make it my new year, new start type thing, or what? There's some like extra skeins in this bag. Like, it's a massive project, so. And last but not least, I will have to throw a picture up here because this is a PDF pattern that I bought, and I'm sure you have seen it if you have been watching Flosstube for any amount of time. Let's show you the floss string. These are the floss colors. Okay, this is the fabric. It is, I have a sticker in here. 36 count Edinburgh linen and vintage country mocha, and I got all the stuff for this from 123 Stitch. This is the Haunted Library by LOTR Cross Stitch. So I am a sucker for libraries and all things haunted, so we'll get to this eventually as well. I don't know, I thought about starting it next month, but then I was like, well, Halloween's over, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, some of the ones that I've kitted, if you see them, let me know which one you want me to start, and I will do it. Because I try to have like one new start a month, just to keep things from piling up. I think that's everything. I have no plans, just vibes, other than doing the whip go. I'll try to insert pictures where I need to and link things down below. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a comment, like this video, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next month. Bye!